You know it, you love it, or you hate it. Either way, it exists. And tonight, we are going to talk about 5 cool ways to use the Boss Metal Zone. Now this is the updated, refined Wazacraft version of the Boss Metal Zone pedal, and this has a splendid little custom mode that we'll be using for all the sound examples in this video. So first off, let's demystify how the controls work on this thing, because I think that's one of the reasons why this pedal has gotten such a bad rap over the decades, is because people just don't know how to work them damn potentiometers. So going from left to right, you got your overall level, and then you got your lows and your highs. The bigger outer potentiometer are your lows, and the smaller one controls your highs. And then you got your mids. Now, the bigger outer knob allows you to select a specific mid frequency anywhere from 200 Hz up to 5K. And the smaller knob allows you to cut or boost that frequency. And then we got your distortion knob. Tip number 1 to making this pedal sound good: keep the gain low. I'll be using the clean channel on my Mesa Boogie Fillmore for all of these sound examples. I'll go ahead and insert a pic of how I'll have all the tone controls on the amp set for most of these examples. Okay, so the first way that you can use this pedal is how I assume most people use it, just straight into the front end of a clean amplifier. Now the second way we're going to use this pedal is as a preamp. So we're going to plug directly into the return jack of the effects loop on the Mesa, bypassing its preamp section and just using the power amp section. Now, the enhanced mid-range of the Wazacraft version of the Metal Zone makes it a lot more versatile to my ears. Because of this, I found you can use it for a lot more applications than just modern metal or thrash metal. One of the things I found it could do pretty well is like a hot rodded Marshall kind of sound. And once again, we are back to running straight into the front end of the amplifier, which we will continue to do with the rest of the playing examples. Let's go ahead and compare that sound to my Friedman BEOD. I actually found out that the Waza Metal Zone can actually do the Tube Screamer thing pretty well. For this playing example, I made some changes to the amp. Mainly I just bumped up the gain and brought the master down so we can get a little bit of an edge of breakup thing happening. Now, much like what we did with the Friedman pedal, let's go ahead and compare that sound to an actual TS-808 Tube Screamer. last way that we are going to use this pedal is to create that kind of telephone-like lo-fi kind of guitar effect that some players like to use it for. This setting is used a lot for, say, the intro of a heavy song where the guitar is playing a riff and it's panned maybe to one side and it's very small and very tinny sounding. And then you get the full sound of the guitar once the whole band joins in on the riff. For this example, I'm now on the high gain channel on the Mesa. Treble is at about 2 o'clock, gain at about 1 o'clock, mid and presence at noon, and bass at about 8 o'clock. So let's go ahead and try this out. You'll hear me play a familiar riff, in this case one by the great Linkin. First I'll play the single note version of the riff with the pedal on, and then I'll hit the pedal off and you'll hear the full sound of the guitar come through. So there you have it, 5 cool ways that you can use the Waza Craft version of the Boss Metal Zone. Which way was your favorite? Let me know in the comments and we'll get a little discussion happening. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.